It's only one
story, man. That Waka Flocka is getting a lot of backlash for this right here. I'm gonna play this quick video with Waka, what he said, and then we're gonna talk about what he said and then the backlash that he's receiving.
I don't know who what it was that helped, but I understand y'all folk got y'all money and all that. But look, got nothing against somebody's sexual preference. Nothing. Look, I ain't with it. So don't approach me, don't be having too many compliments and doing all the extra shit, because it's disrespectful. It's out of pocket. I went to local.
He went the local shooter, and I'm the shooter. Let's kill a nigga's soul from him like I was a deuce.
That's it.
All right, now that right there, Waka is getting a lot, of heat. People in the comment section, all types of different articles coming out. One article reads, Waka Flocka threatens to shoot a person over his compliment. So, what do you think about this, though, Sam? You heard the video, you hear the backlash. Is it justified?
The backlash justified? Hell no. It's crazy. And it just shows you what kind of very dangerous society we live in today. Let me first off say this. Got no problem on who wants to sleep with whoever they want. None of my business. Do you. Don't care. Got family members who are homosexual. Got people that I know that are homosexual. Have no problem with any fucking body. But as a man or as a woman, either one, if you find yourself being attracted to a woman, and you find yourself, or being attracted to the man, whatever sexual preference you have, and you want to go against this, let me rephrase this. If you are a person that likes the same sex, and you are going at a person who is heterosexual, you have every green light to get backlash 100%. Because if you know they don't ride that way, if you know they don't do that, that's fucking, that's
yeah, to
the highest degree. That's fucking you're assaulting that dude. Or that lady. That's not cool. That's harassment.
Yeah.
How is it not?
Definitely.
And the fact that you can play this victim role so easily just because you're homosexual is fucked up.
You think he's homophobic? Because a lot of people move over there and say, well, look, because the fact that he says, well, stay away from me. And, I know you had your money and all that, but would you consider him homophobic, from his video?
No, I think he's a real dude talking real shit, and that has no. Why you got to be homophobic to say that? Now he's not talking about like, all right, if a gay dude's walking around him, somebody homosexual is walking around him, he's not disgusted. But if somebody tried to slap his ass or say your ass was cute, right, knowing I got a woman and children, my mind may want to turn around and knock you the fuck out. Maybe, yeah. That's as a natural reaction to somebody that's made him feel threatened in that situation. You got to have a respect level. Think what you want. I can't control what you think, but you can control your actions or what you throw out to me or what you may text to me or something like that. And I have every right to react how I want to react. Just like a woman has a right to react if some dude says something wild to her. If he don't get down with her, she has that right. If a man comes at me wrong, or even a woman comes at somebody wrong, we got the right to react how we want to react.
Yeah, you could be a woman who could be, a predator and run down a guy and grab him or something. Maybe he doesn't want to be touched, or vice versa. We always look at it like has to be the man being an aggressor. No, there's women who also go after people and who are aggressive, who are predators as well. And men might not, for whatever reason, want to deal with that woman. That woman tries to take it to a whole nother level. You have to deal with that accordingly. Waka, again, I agree with you, man. I just think that, it's the way that we're probably raised similar to the way he was raised. You know what I mean? It's just something that, just wasn't our thing, man. We was just for women. That's what we did. We loved the women and we just loved the women. I mean, and we seen some homosexual people coming up. We didn't bash them. We didn't down them. We just didn't practice that. And if they ever tried to come at us with that, to try to force that on us, it will be a serious problem. It just would be, because it's an uncomfortable, situation, to be like it just is, man.
You can't be put in that, especially if you don't want to be put in that situation.
Right.
It's not cool. It wouldn't be cool for us to go out here and aggressively pursue a woman who's in a relationship, who tells us no, who we know is off limits. We'd be 100% wrong, be deemed as wrong, be a predator if somebody would have found out we were going ahead and being real offensive in that situation. Why should the roles reverse because of sexuality? Why should it change? Because now, and it is what it is, because we're really just putting so much attention on emphasis on who people sleep with. Imagine if we say, yo, I'm going to make an announcement today. I'm black. and people just lost their fucking mind about it. And then we got put in this box where we got all these rights and things like that. Who cares?
Right.
Obviously, we know you're black. So what? Obviously, we know if you're homosexual, you do. Who cares? Why do you deserve all these rights? And I'm not saying if you want to get married, get married. If you want to do this, do this. Do whatever you want.
Right.
But when you sit back and you get to play victim every time somebody has opposition to what you may practice, or say, nah, that's not what I do, I'm wrong. Come on, man.
Yeah. And again, it's a lot of people, throwing that word around and calling Waka, whatever they're calling them. Again, if you want to practice that lifestyle, that's your thing. I have no problem against that. Your communities and whatnot. That's what you guys, continue to do. You fought for your rights. But I think forcing anything, I'm just against anything being forced on anybody without their consent.
That's a fact. Religion,
across the board.
sexuality,
Yeah, definitely.
whatever.
Definitely. So,
Don't want to sit in the mud, sit in the barrel with the ones that can't, for whatever reason, get out. Because I was in the barrel with you. I was in the mud with you. I just decided not to fucking sit here. I decided to do something about it and get out. And when I got out, I offered hand, because in all real situations, the entrepreneurs and the people that are there, they may not give money. They may not have the dollar amount, because what people don't realize is the second success comes, so do the hands.
Yeah.
So do the fucking hands. And it could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, the cousins that you ain't fucking heard from in years, this or that. You upgrade and may buy a new house or new car, and that motherfucker goes to that. Responsibility comes with success. And the people that were once riding with you and no longer ride with you, what they fail to realize is all those responsibilities that I have don't negate the fact that, one, I don't love you, but don't mean that I have to sit there and hand you shit.
Yeah.
The gems that I give you, the knowledge that I give you, you can take and make your own. But you don't see that. You want me to hand you something.
Yeah.
And that's what people fail, man.
And it goes back to that old analogy, man. Like I continue to take people to the pond, and you can continue to fish for them and cook it up and everything, and it's good. But it's like, yo, I got to show you, because one day I might not be here. So look, this is how you do it. You can remember Grandpa was trying to teach us how to fish when we was younger and all that. Yeah. And it's just like, you throw the rod in. You got to be patient, though. You got to wait. And we trying to get it quick and everything. But it's just think
about that lesson, though. I ain't even gonna cut you off.
Good.
Think about that lesson, though, because even though we didn't necessarily get the fish, we didn't get the patience. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to wait your turn. You got to be persistent. All of those values was in everything. We seen when our grandpa went through a stroke in his 70s, and he was supposed to be done. Leg was already messed up from a car accident previous. Whole left side goes out. What does he do 3-4 months after getting out the hospital? He builds a whole new fucking porch. Like, it was just persistence, patience. He knew that he just had to go ahead and work and get better, and eventually he was going to get back to where he was doing and get back to that man of old. And we've just that's always been instilled with us. Not often preached, right? But it's always been instilled with us, and that's why we move the way we move now, man.
And remember, he also like kind of pretty much lost the use of one arm.
He did,
and it's just like, still made sure he still did everything, drove. Whatever, he still had to get down steps. Just got to be a little slower, maybe a cane, and still he didn't let the loss of an arm kind of stop anything. That was crazy.
He built that paint joint where he had the thing, pushing that joint and lifting it down. He would make his own weights and just be outside in 100-degree heat in the middle of July, just getting stronger. Yeah, and we'd be watching him. It was almost like, yo, how can you sit in the house and watch TV when you're looking at this 70-year-old man out here working, going through what he went through? He set the bar, man. And
definitely.
Damn, that's a fact.
Definitely. But yeah, man, definitely wanted to have that conversation so that hopefully it could just be motivation to somebody out there. A lot of people say that they're inspired, all the time, but you just want to see them, do it. And I know, that I've definitely inspired, a lot of people who have came and told me, and I love that, what we could do can inspire other people. And hopefully, I can inspire you, that you can inspire me one day with your story and say, look, man, this is what I did. And I love to hear shit like that. So yeah, man, definitely another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast in the books. We'll be back on Monday. With the full episode. And you know how we do though, family. But we got a whole list. We probably got, I don't know how many we got, now on here, but we got a whole shitload of episodes that I can peruse through. But I appreciate everybody listening in though.
Indeed, man. Like Oga said, we salute each and every one of y'all. Another episode in the books. Love each and every one of y'all. We'll be back on Monday for another dynamic episode. But you know what? Throughout the weekend, I might pepper y'all with some throwbacks. So y'all can sit back and enjoy. If you haven't heard a podcast, you may hear some old ones, watch our growth, hear some new ones, and enjoy the content throughout the weekend. This beautiful July month we are in. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Make sure you hit that 5-star rate. I ain't going to hold y'all any longer because we're damn near hitting that 55-minute mark.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, man, that's all I got. We out of here, man. Another episode in the books. We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. Peace.